Hello, I'm Diane Trees. What's so special about the new $100 million United States Tennis Association's national campus in Lake Nona? Just about everything, from smart courts to instant video feedback from beginners to professionals alike. It offers unmatched services for everyone. Tim Cass, General Manager for the USTA National Campus, joins us now. Tim, welcome to the show.
Diane, thank you very much for having me today.
The USTA, the National Campus, what makes this one of a kind?
Well, it truly is one of a kind. There's nothing that we know of that is of this size and scale and magnitude with 100 courts on 64 acres. It's an incredible campus, really, and it's more than a facility. It's segregated into different pockets or areas or neighborhoods. There's a collegiate center, there's a community area, there's the Nemours Family Zone, there's a high performance, what we call player development area, there's an indoor area, and it also serves as the office for about 250 USTA staff members. In addition, there's a retail section, there's a food and beverage section and a restaurant. So it's really, truly is a campus and something we're very, very proud of.
I was wondering why you use that terminology of a campus. You have like a little almost city all to yourself there.
In some ways, you know, it is. Our CEO calls it, you know, a little small section of Manhattan in a way, where you walk out and you have so much in a little area in the city of Manhattan. And from a tennis perspective, in some ways, it's our theme park of Orlando. It has so much to offer in one space.
Mm-hmm. What made you choose this area and not even another part of the state or part of the country? Why choose Lake Nona?
Yeah, it's while that decision was made from a variety of levels and people on board, there's a lot of real pluses to Orlando, Lake Nona. Clearly the weather, the city in general, just the progressive nature of Orlando and the reputation of Orlando. Our partners in Tavistock and what was happening in terms of this wellness and health, wellness, lifestyle, if you will, really fit the mission of the USTA, where we really believe tennis is a sport for a lifetime, and it's something that can be played from all ages, all levels of play, all abilities, and so for us to move and create this national campus and be part of a kind of an overall mission of the city and the partnership with Lake Nona and their vision was really, it seemed like a perfect marriage.
That does fit with the lifestyle that's embedded in that community. One of the most competitive people I know is in his 70s playing tennis very well. Now, you've relocated community tennis and the player division, those two departments in particular, to Lake Nona. Why move those two, and what do they entail? Because they're different.
Yeah, so our community tennis side of our business really supports all the adult and youth initiatives throughout the entire United States. And so that's made up of approximately 150 folks and some shared services and support areas. And then the player development is our high performance arm. It's those that are already on the professional ranks or training to be on that pathway to the professional ranks. And so the player development arm was located in Boca, so what, about 2 hours south or 3 hours south, and the community part was up in New York, and so it just seemed to make sense to merge those initiatives, and we still have a strong presence in New York because of our US Open and how important that is to our company overall. So it's been a wonderful move. All total, there's probably between those staff moving from those two different entities and the new staff brought on, probably 200 to 250 new members of the USTA family that have been so warmly welcomed by Orlando and Lake Nona.
Why do you consider this facility such a boost for the whole sport of tennis? Is it the consolidation of the campus that you brought everything together?
Yeah, great question. A word that we use so often is collaboration, and one of the things, we also have an open office concept, which is very unique. I know it's becoming more common today, but Collaboration for us is all the areas, whether it's the community tennis, whether it's professional tennis, whether it's our umpire side, whether it's our technology side, whether it's media, whether it's player development, whether it's our collegiate arm. We're all in one space now, and we've really seen the fruits of what that means, the ability to collaborate, and it's just brought efficiencies. I think it's brought kind of a new way to look at our sport. I think it's really important for us that we don't get tied to just looking through the sport through the same set of lenses, and so I think that's been really one of the real wins to make this move, if you will.
You talk about some of the changes. Why is it necessary, do you think, to change some of the more traditional styles and methods that are associated with tennis?
I think you would agree. We're living in a different world today, and it continues to evolve. And so I think one of the things we really want to do is be a model. We want to be proactive in our thinking. We want to look for new ways to deliver the sport. As we mentioned earlier, we really think this is a sport of a lifetime. And so we're just constantly looking for opportunities to grow the sport and bring and deliver the sport in a way that is exciting at all levels of play. Again, whether it's a beginning youth, whether it's a very experienced adult player or a high-level players.
I was wondering, is technology a catalyst to some of these changes? When I was reading, you have videos on the smart. I don't even understand what all they were, but it sounded very impressive.
Well, a perfect example of kind of being a hub of innovation, if you will, and thinking out of the box. Technology has really not had a place in tennis. It has at the professional level. You see a Hawkeye, and that's your ability to kind of question a line call, and it looks at it. But really it hasn't taken off in the sport as a whole. So we partnered with a company named PlaySight, who's on the cutting edge of technology in our sport. And so we have 84 of our courts have live streaming cameras. So even for the day-to-day play, you can come and utilize that live stream, and you basically swipe your phone and it records what you and I played for that, whether it was an hour, hour and a half, and then you can go back, slow-mo, fast forward, look at that. And it's also for our events, we stream that content live through our USTA National Campus websites. For us, the technology piece is a way to touch so many more folks through technology than just hitting the tennis ball, and hopefully an effort where we can motivate them, inspire them, and grow the game of tennis.
What a tool for everyone, as you said. And I know that sometimes golf and tennis are pigeonholed as more elite kind of sports. You've obviously done a lot to make it more accessible, not just to the public, but you have so many age segments, and not just age, gender, demographics, that you've been able to work on.
Well, thanks, and you touched on something that hopefully we want to make real clear, that the campus is open to the public. It's open to the public for recreational play, it's open to the public for league play, it's open to the public for lessons and programming and clinics, and some of those are really spectator type of events that hopefully the public could come and enjoy. We have a really robust collegiate menu. We're excited about our partnership with UCF. We're the home of the UCF Knight men's and women's tennis teams. They play all their matches at the campus. We have College Match Day, which is a neutral site matchups that is open to the public. The campus is designed to be a public facility, and our family zone, our 36 and 60-foot courts, which are smaller courts that are an introduction to the game. They're free to the public to come use anytime, and it's just a great way to get involved in the game. All our other courts you can rent on a pay per play basis. Very reasonable, very fair price, and so anybody can utilize it. We have offerings for wheelchair tennis, and we partner with the Veterans Hospital and do veterans programs, and our mission is really to grow the game of tennis and touch as many of those groups that you mentioned, and put a racket in somebody's hand and hopefully inspire them to play the sport.
You've been open now for several months. How's it going? Is it meeting expectations?
While I've been with the USTA 18 months, this was a twinkle in the board's eyes and the leadership's eyes three and a half years ago. And for us to have opened the doors January 2nd and be fully operational, the credit goes to the highest level of our leadership for the vision as a whole. And I think it's really exceeded our expectations on what the campus can be. And my direct boss has a saying that you don't know what you don't know, and no doubt every single day in our first 6 months we've learned something, and our goal is to take those lessons and try to make adjustments and deliver the sport. And our mission for the campus is to deliver memorable experiences for all who visit. And so we try to do that and take those lessons learned each and every day.
Now, you mentioned about some of the innovative things that you're doing. Since you're in a sports district and you have close proximity to a medical cluster, does that help you being able to be more innovative with designs and plans? Does it help that creative kind of thought too?
The whole sports cluster, the whole vision in my mind, Orlando in general, just the progressive nature of the thinking here, the progressive nature of the thinking for the Lake Nona community, and the sports cluster, the partnerships that we have with the hospitals, whether it's the veterans or whether it's Nemours, constantly is making us think. And part of our design in the family zone is to create an environment that is incredibly safe for young people and or those just getting introduced to the game, and deliver the sport in a fun, innovative way. And wellness is always at the forefront of all that we're trying to do, and I know wellness is in the forefront of the Lake Nona community.
Yes, exactly. Tim, thank you. I look forward to spending some time and seeing the facility.
Yeah, we look forward to getting you out there and rallying the ball back and forth.
And trying to play.
Love it.